Blog Talk Radio.
He is the last of his kind. All that remains of a once powerful nation. Some think he is a myth. Some believe he is the chosen one, who will bring balance to a world at war. And some will stop at nothing to destroy him.
Welcome, everybody, to Morris Talk Live 100. I'm your host, Tarhaka Amana El Bay, and tonight my special guest will be Dr. Nathaniel Chism, and we will be discussing how to make money with CTFO, okay? And so y'all make sure that it may be a good idea if you have some paper and pencil handy so that y'all can write down any good points that you might want to try. We're going to try to lay it all out for you and be as helpful as we possibly can. Before we get started, I'm going to go to our commercial breaks, and when we get back, we'll be ready to go in. My special guest, Dr. Nathaniel Chism, when he comes in, all he has to do is press 1 on his phone, and that'll give me an indication that he's in the room, and we're ready to go. So y'all hold on a moment. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. I'm Tarhaka. Student loans, child support, credit cards, foreclosure debt, and much, much more are some of the problems facing my people. There's a right way and a wrong way to deal with these problems. Proper status in commerce does play a big role. However, we want to get rid of the so-called debt. Go to www.newdebtelimination.com. That's www.newdebtelimination.com. Let's get off the plantation. Let's not bog down in it. Let's get rid of it by getting rid of these debts. You got to get rid of the debt. If you're going to have a clean start, that's where to start. If you're opening a business, the first thing you want to do is get out of debt first. Once you get out of debt, now you can think about going forward and doing something different. www.newdebtelimination.com. Hi, I'm Tarhaka. I have questions. What does it mean to be a creditor? What is a secured party? Just what does it mean, all rights reserved and without prejudice? Just what does it all mean? What is the law exactly? To know it all and to use it all, go to www.newdebtelimination.com. That's www.newdebtelimination.com. Get yourself together. Get out of debt now. Learn how to be a creditor and not a debtor. www.newdebtelimination.com. Call me directly. Tarhaka Monel Bay, 904-303-9061. Before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You don't have to lose your home due to foreclosure. You don't have to worry about child support. You don't have to be in credit card debt. Have no fear. Tarhaka Armana El Bey is here at newdebtelimination.com. Got student loans, child support, mortgages? Contact someone who's got the experience and the knowledge to get you back under God's law. That's Tarhaka Armana El Bey. He's been there, he's done that, and he can prove it. Just give him a call at 904-303-9061. That number again is 904-303-9061. And log on to newdebtelimination.com. That's newdebtelimination.com and get yourself free.
All right, everybody, we're back. It appears that our special guest is in the queue, and we're going to be opening up the line in a moment. However, what we're going to be dealing with is the following. How do you build a CTFO network? What makes CTFO the hottest business in the nation today? What makes the product of CTFO better than the rest? What are the strategies for making money with CTFO? How much money can you make with CTFO? How much does it cost to join? Do you need a website before you get involved with CTFO? What makes the sales and marketing plan of CTFO so great? These are just a few of the questions we're going to deal with, and many other opportunities, and especially a great opportunity for those who join us now. I'm going to go to the phone lines and open it up. We're going to start with area code 918. 918.
How you doing?
You're on the air. How you doing,
Good,
Dr.
Brother
Chism?
Tarhaka, how are you? That's right. How you doing?
I'm fine. Just fine. And you?
Good. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yes, sir. We hear you loud and clear, sir. We certainly do. We got some new people.
Beautiful. As
Okay,
always, it's always a pleasure to be with you, and I really appreciate you inviting me, and I'm looking forward to a tremendous show this evening.
Okay, well, we'll lay it out, and we got quite a few people that are involved in this thing, and they are getting the products, they're making money, and we want to make sure that they're making it even more. So before we get started, could you give the audience, for the new people that's on the line here tonight, could you give them a brief background on yourself and how you got started with this thing and what it means to you?
Yes, sir. First of all, I'm a naturopathic doctor, and really what that means is there's different types of doctors. I mean, you have chiropractic doctors, and they work on your bones, and you have allopathic doctors. They're the ones that most people are familiar with. They give you injections and chemotherapy and pills and prescriptions. And then you have a natural doctor. That's what I mean. Natural healing, the air, the sun, vitamins, minerals, that type of thing. So that's, it's just different. One's not better than the other per se. It's just different strokes for different folks. But in essence, I've been involved, with the natural healing for many, many years. And one of the things that I noticed, again, there's some commonalities when it comes to a diseased state, dis-ease, discomfort. And a lot of it comes from a lot of different reasons, lifestyle, stress, any number of different things like that. But one of the things that I've known for a very long time is that the hemp, H-E-M-P, the hemp plant has so many incredible, the cannabinoids, so many incredible healing properties. Well, that's one of the main reasons the United States of America kept it illegal for so long. It had nothing to do with marijuana. And marijuana's been the number one cash crop ever since I've been a little kid in all 50 states, and that was a very long time ago. They never cared about that. But what they cared about was the actual hemp plant, which is a cousin of the marijuana plant, has no real psychoactives in it. That's THC. But they wanted to make that illegal. They used the marijuana part so they could put a lot of brothers in jail, forever. But that's a whole different story. But the hemp plant itself, that's what they wanted to make illegal, because they know that the hemp plant and will basically, I have to be careful how I say this because of the government, but they knew that the hemp plant itself just about will handle any affliction, mental, physical, psychological, whatever affliction, and they knew that. And there's no profit for pharmaceutical companies with that. You can grow that yourself. You can get it out, by the creek. They knew that, and so they had to make it illegal. And they put it together with the so-called evil devil weed. Watch out, black man, going to steal your kid and whatever. And they put all that together. And again, they've had to release that over the last. Well, actually, it hasn't been that long. They had to, because so many of them are dying because of the opioids and things like this. And you have to understand, this product will actually eliminate opioid problems. You don't even have to get on opioids, because a lot of people get on it just because of pain. This handles that, and so many other things that we'll talk about. But again, there was no profit in it for pharmaceutical companies, so they had to somehow try to. They saw what was coming down the pike, and so for the last almost 100 years, they've been able to keep that. And I knew that, to make a long story really long, but it was nothing I could really do about it. I had to make do with what we got. But now, it's a different day. And so I've seen so many people die and suffer. So many families fall apart because they didn't have access to this magical, divine healing substance, otherwise known as CBD. And because of that, I always vowed decades ago that if it was ever legal, that I would make sure that as many people as I could inform about this and help them out and keep all that pain and suffering and sickness and just incredible mess that I have to, again, it's you can see I'm very passionate about this. And I said that if it ever was legal, then I'd do everything I could to help people. So that's why I'm in it. That's why I'm here, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I tell you what, I use it every day. And first thing in the morning, I get up, I perform my ritual, I drink a full glass of water, and that's followed by a few drops of hemp under my tongue, and I'm ready to go. And before I go to bed at night, I repeat the same process. Now, could you tell us about, and I know you're excited about this, but could you tell us about Cancun? What we got going with that?
All right, that's what we've done here with our organization. I know that a lot of people on this, listening to this broadcast of yours, incredible broadcast that you do, are in our group. I mean, and it's exciting because we put together. It's a thing that our group has done. Anybody that becomes a member of our group can take part in this. And what it does is just for registering with our company, so you can get more information and be a part of this. And by the way, it's free. We give everyone a Cancun vacation. They'll get it. It's free. We get that. I believe there's some taxes you have to pay and stuff. That's on you, whatever you have. But we give a free Cancun vacation just for being a part of our organization. And whoever invited you to this call, you'll be able to get with them They'll make sure that you can register. Again, it doesn't cost a nickel to register, and then they'll make sure you get a free Cancun vacation, sir.
So there's no strings attached. And if I wanted to, the people that are part of my immediate network, if they wanted to go on to the Cancun, what would I have to do to get them hooked up with that?
Yeah, it's real simple. If you don't, you should have already had a vacation certificate with yourself. But if not, just make sure you let me know, and then you'll be able to push it on to them. You can text them or email them, and you'll be able to send them one yourself.
Okay, fantastic. I think I can handle that. All right. Now,
there you go.
The various strategies, and I've been into dealing with the internet for quite a long time, and there have been different opportunities that come along, and I've always attempted to make it where people that got involved, because a lot of people work, a lot of them are business owners, they're very, very busy, and they want to supplement their income, but they want to, I had to figure out a way to get something that they can deal with that was pretty much easy. It wouldn't require a whole lot on their part. And when I ran into the CTFO thing, the first thing I did is I created an ad, and I began to gather up all my email contacts and send that ad over there to them so that they can get their free website and free back office and stuff and follow the props and give them access to call me. And well, most of them, I already know them, and we have communicated before. So they know if they had any questions, they could call me. But I found out that I was able to reach quite a few people and build a sizable network from operating on my computer. Now, that doesn't mean that if you want to host meetings or have a little party so you can invite your family members over and your friends or your guests and stuff that you know over to your house to expose the opportunity to them, you can do that. It is a wonderful opportunity, and it does work for me. I get the product every month, and then I go down the list and see what's new, and so I can try some of that too, because I'm excited about it, and I was able to attach my commissions page to my bank, and I'm able to just simply go online and just transfer the commission straight to my bank account. It's a wonderful opportunity, and for those people who are involved, you need to really get kicking on this thing and really extend it out and expand it and introduce it to everybody you know. If you're on Facebook, make sure you put it in your groups. Make sure you let all your friends know that you're part of that, and you come on in and take advantage of that. That's what I do on a regular basis. I got it everywhere. And I just built a new website, TarhakaDebtElimination.org. That's up and running, and it's over there too. So I wanted to add that. But now, Dr. Chism, what are some of the other ways, in your opinion, that the people that are listening to this broadcast can do to enhance their CTFO business?
Again, an incredible question, because I was talking to the president of the company, and he was informing me. He said, the CBD business is so popular. So I think he even used the word hot, but it's just booming. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. It's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar business, but it's a multi-billion-dollar business. And he said almost anything you do works. Now, and so because of this business, we don't tell people how to do it. I know you have been just incredibly successful at building a team. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. And anybody that's in your on your team, they need to get hold to you and just really ask you how you've done it, because you've set an incredible example. But there's so many other different ways. You know, one of the things that I start out by doing, again, there's no, I guess, like I say, no right or wrong way, you know, in the strictest sense. Of course, there's ways that are more effective. There's ways that are more streamlined or more efficient. But, again, it depends. I'm probably more old school, and so because of that, it may move a little slower, you know, whereas you, Brother Tarhaka, I mean, you just got this, you just understand these computers, you know, you young kids, you just understand these computers and new stuff, but it doesn't matter. One of the things that when I was talking, like I said, I was actually talking to the president, and he put his young daughter in. And I asked the steward, I said, she's not even 18 years old. He said, we don't ask for your age. And we don't ask for the age. Now, obviously, you want to have the parents, you know, the parents need to know what their kids are doing and stuff like that. But he said, I put her in because this business is so simple. Now, I didn't say easy, but this business is so simple. He said, I don't ever want her to ever be dependent on anybody for money. And because you can make so much money with this so quickly, again, CBD, you know, is not only is it hot, but it works. And it works, and our product is so effective that if you take it, now we can't tell you it cures anything because the government, they get all crazy. So we don't say it cures anything. But because it is so effective in helping people with all kinds of ailments, we say use it. If you don't get positive results, you got up to 60 days. Just use the whole containers of it. If it's not effective, you send them back and get your money back. So we know the stuff works, or you can send the empty container back and get your money back. So the fact is, one of the things that I do every day is I wear a little small, simple button. I'm looking at it right now. It just says, free Cancun vacation, ask me how. I just wear that little simple button. Now, most people are kind of bashful. Some people say, well, they'll be laughing. How you get a free Cancun vacation? But most people, they'll look, but, you know, they're shy, you know, because they, in their mind, and rightly so, I know there's a catch when they're going to try to tell me something. I remember, you know, all those things are going through their head, you know. When I catch somebody and say, oh, I said, did you see the button? And then they'll, well, yeah, I did. What's the catch? What's the, you know, whatever they say. And I say, no, seriously, I just said it's just a free Cancun vacation just for getting some more information. Oh, what do you mean by that? And what I do is they have their phone. I just say, look, I'll send you a link, and you take a look at it, and you can just register to get more information. As soon as you do, I'll get you out a free Cancun vacation certificate. And as simple as that. I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm not trying to, you know, this thing is so good. It makes so much money. It's a multi-million-dollar business. And they're running for the hills. No, I'm just, you know, it's free. Boom. You know, but what I do, because, again, it's technique and it's how you do it, and it takes a few times to learn it so it comes smooth. You know, I said it the way I said it. I just, you know, but I'm getting their attention. I know where I want to go with this. But I don't want to look like some salesperson, because I'm not. I mean, it's nothing wrong with sales. Sales are fantastic. Your doctor sales. If sales don't happen, nothing gets sold, nothing is bought. The economy comes to a halt. But what happens then is, so as they say, nobody wants to be sold, even though everybody loves to buy. And so what I do then is, as I'm, you know, giving them the information, you know, I just, bing, you hear it on their phone, and then I start to kind of walk away. Again, showbiz, but then I'll whip around and say, oh, by the way, if you'd like to make a couple $1,000s a week giving away free vacations just like I did you, let me know. And then I turn around and start, whoa, what do you mean? Now we got a conversation. And then I take it back away. I said, tell you what, I say we're both kind of busy. I got to get home. But I'll give you a call a little later on. I got their number already. Matter of fact, now I just make sure I get their name and put it. Now I say, oh, about here, just put your name in there. I already got their number. I already sent them something. See, but I didn't ask for their name and all that stuff in the beginning because I was scared away. I just say, oh, I'll just send it to you. But you see, if you see now, you see what I've done. That's just one of the ways I use. It's very effective at getting a lot of people to sign up. Now, just because you get a lot of people to sign up doesn't mean that they all start using. You have to still build relationships. But there's a lot of benefits for just getting people to sign up at CTFO. I mean, CTFO has a pay plan that's incredible, and that's a whole different story. And just getting people to sign up, CTFO rewards you. But again, that's not this question. It's a whole different thing. But again, you can use business cards. You can put up flyers. I mean, you can do anything. But again, now because you have smartphones and emails and whatever, it's so easy to get to the masses of people. But again, it's high tech, but it's still, Brother Tarhaka, high touch.
Now, I would like to add on to that, Dr. Chism. For those people who have websites, if you have a website, you can get with companies, and even the people that may host your website, they may be able to do the same thing, where they will give you, set it up. It doesn't cost that much for you to do it, where they will host your website on all of the search engine listings, and what will keep you it's like being constantly listed in the newspaper every day, and people are able to go to your site, and you got your CTFO product up there, you got your whatever it is that you're dealing with is right there. So people that are searching for what you have to offer automatically contacts you to join your network. That is another tool. Your email campaign, that is the most effective thing that you can do, because you're able to, if you do a mass mailing from Google, you're able to do 500 mailings a day. And if you got all your links and stuff there, all they have to do is just click on those links and go directly to your site. Sign up. They got their free back office. They got their free website, and they're ready to go. I constantly have new congratulations to people joining up on a regular basis. It's just like it's on automatic pilot. I'm working on doing something else, and all of a sudden I get congratulations. Someone has just joined your network. So it's fantastic for those people who have booths at flea markets. You're able to get you some products and sit out there for display. You got your business cards, you got your flyers that you can order right there from CTFO. You can order a banner that you can put up there on your booth, and people want to know what it's about. You can give them the background information. They got your business card. It's got your link there, your CTFO website there. If you don't have a website, they're gonna give you one free. So this is something that you can't beat hands down. And with all of the new technology today and all the new apps and stuff that you can download and use, that will market what you're doing for you. We in this thing. The timing of this is perfect, in my opinion, because they're coming out with new technology every day, helping people market the products and services that they have. And all you had to do, a lot of that stuff, you just download it for free, and it just takes off. You got all your social sites. You got Twitter. You got Google Plus. You got LinkedIn. They got this thing now I'll call Referral Network. I got in there and sent that out, and everybody's coming in on there, and they want to know what you're involved in. So you got your ad right there, CTFO, your website. They click on that, go straight to your website. I mean, there's just so many different ways and so many different angles that you can use. And, of course, you still got the thing where you can invite people over to, what you call it, over to brunch. You had folks over to the house for brunch. You can have them over for the game. Have them get over there a little bit early so you can run the opportunity by them, and after the game, you can talk to them about it again, and of course, you minus the alcohol now, because we don't. you don't want that in there. But anyway, I just wanted to add that there are so many different ways that you can market this particular thing. Because number one, free website. Number two, 9 times out of 10. Any company that you join or any kind of business that you're involved in, especially on the internet, and it contains a back office, you have to pay for that. That costs money. But in this case here, is a super product, free website, and free back office. You can't beat that. Then you got and I want you to tell them about this auto ship, Dr. Chism. Tell us about the auto ship.
Absolutely. Before I do, I want to just, I want to kind of bounce again more on what you said. First of all, those buttons, it's real simple. You can give me a call or text me at area code 918-780-7867. That's area code 918-780-7867. And just text me and let me know. The buttons, they're $3 a piece. Or a better deal is you can get 5 of them, you can get 10 of them for $15. Or that would be 3 times. That's $20, and that includes postage and handling. I'm sorry, I had to think about that, but you can get 5 of them, and you really do. You can have your kids, grandkids, whatever, wear them around. Have a few some really inexpensive business cards that say, free Cancun vacation, and the little kids wearing the buttons. What's that? And they just, this is my grandpa, my dad or whatever, and they just give the card and keep on going. They don't have to explain nothing. You can and just say, and you can give them $4 or $5 a week for doing that for you. It gives them a little bit of a, what do you call that? When I was a kid, we called it an allowance. You give them a little allowance, and it teaches them. Also, again, just to parlay on what you said, talking about doing, some home business type parties, which, by the way, total tax write-off, and you can do a wine and cheese, or you can do a non-alcoholic, type thing and cheese, or do a tea and jazz. And what we call it's called party your way to success. Just have a little tea and jazz party. Again, keeping everything professional and polite and nice. And then people see that and have the right proper music and different types of teas, or juices, or make smoothies. We got all kinds of products in CTFO where you can sample. You can sample our protein drinks and things like that. And again, all this stuff becomes a tax write-off. People come over, they're having fun. It's relax again. Next thing you know, and you're telling them, you're showing them how they can party their way to success. Again, it's so many ways to introduce this and let them sample little bits of the hemp oil, showing them the different strengths that we have. Nobody has what we have. Nobody. And then some of our other different products. We just introduced another 20 some odd new products just in the last few weeks. We got hemp CBD gummies. We got the new they're called the new 10X. But what they've done to our product now is they've made it 10 times more powerful, and it goes in 10 times faster. Again, we'll talk about that later on in the show, but But, I mean, it's just so much you can do. You can have smoothies, smoothie parties. Again, all that, again, being a part of introducing the product. You can make this as personal and as fun as you want. Have what we call a CBD mixer or a hemp party. It's just you can have a healthy coffee. Just say, hey, we're going to get together and have a healthy coffee party. And then what you do because a lot of coffee is one of the most popular in the United States, is one of the most popular, if not the most popular drink, maybe outside of water. And so, people have different types of coffees, and you can then you put what do they call that, a dropper full of the CBD oil in there and make that cup of coffee a healthy cup of coffee. You can, by the way, do that for yourself, or you can put a dropper full in your smoothie or in your juice or whatever you want and make that juice a healthy juice. So, I mean, it just goes on, and you teach people how to do this because this is your business, Brother Tarhaka. And so when you start learning how to become a business person and not just an employee, it's nothing wrong if you have a job. I'm not putting that down. But if we know that to become financially free, to become financially independent, you need to have your own business. Now, it doesn't mean you don't, it doesn't mean you don't have a job, you quit your job, and you don't have to quit your job. You build this and you make this, it becomes, you use the job to build your business so that business can make you financially free. And I want to make sure I get into that. Now, your question was you want to talk about auto ship, and so I do want to make sure I, talk about that because that was your question. And auto ship is just that. It's something that comes automatically. You can make it as much as you want, but typically it's once a month. We have what we call activation. You do not have to, first of all, you do not have to buy anything to participate in getting, you could bring as many people that buy from you, and you can make unlimited amounts of money, and you never bought a thing. But we have so many other different ways to make money that if you want to participate in those, and again, we have videos that explain it to you, then you become activated, and there's a minimum amount. And so you want to always stay activated so that you don't leave any money on the table. Again, you can make money in this business and never buy a thing. But in order to participate and get all the monies, then you want to be activated. You do not have to be on auto ship to be activated, but I'm personally on auto ship because I want to make sure, because we get paid not once a month, we get paid once a week. And I want to make sure I'm always in qualification because things happen. You get busy, something at work, something with the wifey, something with the kids, something just happened down the street, and you forget. You get up. There's a million other things we have on our mind, and then all of a sudden you look up. A week has passed. You might have missed $100, $300, $1,000. It just depends on how big your organization is because you weren't activated that week, and you activate it's for the whole month. But then it's like, oh man, I missed it. Okay, well let me get an order in, so I'm activated. But you could have left X amount of money on the table. So I I got that automatic. Now I buy other stuff, just like you. I buy other stuff through the month. And it's not on auto ship, but I want to make sure that I'm getting, make sure I don't miss anything. And so the company has available to us to be on auto ship. So you always have your favorite stuff. You're never out of it, and you also are in continuous activation and qualified. So hopefully I make that understood. You do not have to be on auto ship to be paid, but I'm on it because it is a thing for me, so that I always have my favorite products that come regularly on time, and I always stay in qualification. Did that answer your question there, Brother Tarhaka?
Yeah, that pretty much answers it, Dr. Chism. I want to say to the listening audience, if you have a question, all you have to do is press 1 on your phone, and that'll give us an indication that you have something to say. and we will open up the phone lines and ask your question at any time during this broadcast, okay? The number to dial into the broadcast is 310-982-4184. Press 1 on your phone, and that'll light up on the switchboard, and I can open up the line, and you can ask your question or make your comment or whatever it is that you need to know about your new business opportunity. Okay? All right. Dr. Chism, now, what else is it that you would like to add as far as the health benefits? What is meant by overall well-being? Because that's what I'm experiencing. And let me give you an example before you answer. To me is very, very relaxing. I had a little problem with a tooth, and I noticed that since I've been using the hemp oil, it seemed like it just disappeared. And I said, I hadn't even thought about that. So it's working better than I thought it was. But anyway, go ahead. Give us some of the other health benefits involving the use of CBD.
Okay, well, first of all, unlike THC, CBD is not psychoactive. Again, you don't get high. If you're in a situation where you have to take some kind of a drug test, it doesn't show up because of the fact that it has less than 0.03. But sometimes because the THC, it does have a tiny bit, and depending on how sensitive a test, especially if you were the CIA or your FBI, those tests can be a bit on the sensitive side. Then we have a product, okay, that the CBD, that absolutely nothing's there. Personally, I believe a little bit of THC, which again has nothing to do with getting you high, helps to activate all the different properties in the CBD itself. But some people can't have any. But nonetheless, it's not so psychoactive. It won't cause any negative effects like paranoia or anxiety, memory problems. Instead, it naturally protects against marijuana high. CBD has shown benefits in many conditions. Otherwise, it's not treatable by your common everyday things. Now, one of the things that I want to get across, the anti-cancer properties, this is big. First of all, always check. You can Google this information up. But the anti-cancer properties, it has what the cannabinoids in there. It helps to reduce nausea and pain, improve appetite in cancer patients. You think if you understood the drugs that they give people that have incredible side effects, it has strong anti-tumor effects. It prevents cancer cell growth. It killed, in different tests, it killed cervical cancer, leukemia, lung, thyroid, colon cancer. It helped to decrease human brain cancer. It holds promise in fighting breast and prostate cancer. They have to be very careful how they say this stuff, and I have to be very careful how I say it. What we're saying is, hopefully you're listening in between what I'm saying. No, I'm not telling you this will cure anything, because we're not allowed to do that, and neither are you. What we're saying is that thousands and thousands of tests have been run on this stuff for years. And again, I can say it killed cervical cancer and leukemia and lung and thyroid and colon. I can say that. I can't say it cures. What we're telling people is, try it. You'll like it. Okay? But the mechanisms are the fact. What I mean by mechanisms, the way it works is it decreases the energy production in cancers, and those are the things that trigger the cancer's death. it makes cancer cells more sensitive to the white blood cells. We call those lymphokine activated killer cells. It makes the cancer cells kill themselves. Okay. I could just, again, I don't want to get so technical that everybody just go to sleep on me. But in terms of inflammation and autoimmunity, that is epidemic. They recognize now, Western doctors are starting to admit, we've known as natural doctors forever, okay? But they're starting to admit that autoimmunity, the inflammation of cells, is the disease conditions. I don't care if it's sugar diabetes or arthritis or heart disease. It's inflammation, autoimmunity. CBD, let's just say, CBD makes those things so much more pleasant to deal with. Okay, that's the best way to say it. It does that by reducing the TH1s, the TNF alphas, the TH2s. People that have asthma, again, autoimmune issues, inflammation problems, the pain you have, in your body, inflammation. As you said, you got that wellness, that type of. This product is magical, Brother Tarhaka. That's why they kept it illegal for so long. You now, personally, when I say you, I mean anybody listening right now, people go to school to become allopathic doctors. They're quitting the allopathic. Doctors are quitting like crazy, not only because insurance is too high, but they're getting fed up killing people with drugs. But you don't have to go to school for 10, 15 years, be in residency, have your, you know what the alcoholic rate among doctors and suicide rates, it's incredible. But you don't have to deal with that. For free, absolute free, you can be a part of the healing of people around the world. Right now, we're in about 8 countries, but to be honest, and we're scheduled for another 35 or 40 over the next few years, but you got to, even if we're not in that country, most people have relatives in this country or in Canada or in the UK or wherever we are, and they can plug in, and you'll have to get with your upline to see how to do that. But you didn't have to go and wear a white coat. You can just become a part of this movement, a part of this ministry, if you want to call it that, and touch people's lives. They're hurting. The kids can't concentrate in school, and they put these kids on drugs. I understand there's money to be made for putting kids. Some families, they get money for their kids being on drugs, and it's criminal, and it should be. I don't even want to get into that. You don't have to for the parents who are concerned, really, you don't have to put your kids on drugs if you're not trying to get paid. You just get them on CBD, and it takes care of it. And what do you have to lose? Well, it's not free, and the government won't pay for it. But your kids aren't on drugs. Not to mention, be a part of this, and you get a few other people that do the same thing, and you get enough commission. It pays for your CBD oil, for you, your family, for everybody. So your stuff is free when you do it right. It's an incredible opportunity. The neurodegenerative type diseases, CBD protects brain cells. Okay? There's a tremendous amount of toxic substances that we take in. The oxidative stress in brain cells is very important for recovering from strokes. I had that personal issue. And when I started taking CBD, it's incredible the difference in the brain fog, the other things. It just goes on and on. the it's a lot of people that have some personal problems when it comes to they've known people, grandparents, neighbors that have had strokes, and those people have some serious issues. Well, what happens is the fact that there's a lot of oxidative stress that goes on when that happens, and it causes some serious problems, and I'm sure you've seen that in people. Mm-hmm. CBD starts to clear out a lot of that mess. It reduces the beta amyloid toxicity. That helps just with people with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Are you starting to figure out what I'm talking about? You don't have to go to school and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars and thousands and thousands of hours in stress. Only the most people outlive their doctors, because it is so. You don't have to do that. It's free to become a CTFO distributor. And with that, once you start, you don't have to go to school. You don't have to learn everything. Other people have been looking on the internet because they're not getting help from regular doctors. Yeah, maybe they get some free medicine, but it's not helping them. It's hurting them. So they've been doing. So they're just waiting for you to come to them. You register them. They get it for the same price you get it. Company still gives you an incredible 20% commission. This thing is unbelievable. It's an opportunity to be a blessing to people. It's an opportunity to be a blessing to yourself. It's an opportunity to make as much money as you want. You don't have to make as much money as the next guy. Maybe you want to make more money. It's unlimited to the money. You want to make yourself a couple $1,000s per week extra on top of what you're making? All you have to do is find 5 people that are sick and tired of being broke. Now, remember, a lot of people aren't sick and tired. They go to work a job year after year, stay broke, and they're happy with that. Nothing wrong with that. That's who they are. They do them. You do you. But there's some people that have gotten to the point they're going, I'm sick and tired of being broke. Sick and tired of it. So you find 5 people that want more. And then they duplicate you. What's that? Get on auto ship, do 50 CVs, that's commissionable volume, C as in cat, V as in CVs, do 50 points. They're going to find 5 people that are sick and tired of being broke, want more for themselves or their family, and you're going to go 5 levels deep, and that's it. And you make a couple $1,000s every single week from now on for the rest of your life. If you'd rather make $10,000 a week, I said a week, not a month. So instead of getting 5 people, add 2 more, 7 people, and duplicate that. And you make yourself $10,000 every week. That's $40,000 a month for the rest of your life. People, they want to win these lotteries, and how much is that doing? How many people are doing that? And they say, oh, hey, you can win $2,000 a week for the rest of your life, $3,000. Here, this is guaranteed to do that if you just follow some directions to get in. People that are, have nervous conditions, they have all, mental, super anxiety. You know how many people are, they're anxious all the time, they're nervous, they have jagged crying spells. This product, CBD, has a natural intelligence, and it goes in your body. You may want it to do one thing, but it finds some other things that are maybe worse than what you think, and it starts working on them. It starts correcting negative issues inside of you, inside of your brain. You don't know you're going toward Alzheimer, but it's fixing it before it happens. You can go on the internet, see people that have Alzheimer, and see them take CBD oil and watch what happens in a very short amount of time. It's all out there already. Can you imagine? We actually have a product that works, has no side effects. You didn't have to go to school and be some super duper doctor. You just introduce it to people. If it don't work for them, the company gives their money back. Brother Tarhaka, this is an incredible opportunity, sir.
No doubt. Ain't no doubt about it. I like how I feel all doing it today. I'm sharp. I'm not sluggish. Of course, I'm always up and loaded. I have to be. But I really enjoy it, and I make sure that I keep me a supply of the CBD oil. And I can't wait till the gummies get ordered again. I got to put in another order for that, and order some of those because I want to get a family pack of that and keep that around there so I can use those too. But it is a fantastic opportunity, and I'm glad I'm glad you called me and introduced me to it. And as a result of that, there are a lot of people being on top of this thing, and they're getting involved, and they're moving right along. I talked to quite a few of them. I talked to a sister, a brother this morning, a sister yesterday, and a brother this morning, and he was asking me, well, I've been meaning to check out that opportunity that you got. So I said, well, I'll just go ahead and resend it to you. Just check it out, and the next thing I know, congratulations, he in the network. I said, well, I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, common sense tells me that if you give me a free website and a free back office, best part of your time, I mean, come on, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out that. You're working on a job, here's an opportunity for you to diversify your income and have something that belongs to you that you can build as big as you can. All right, Dr. Chism, the money. How much money can we make with CTFO?
First of all, I can't tell you how much you or anybody else will make, but I can talk about potentials, and the reason why is because I don't know what a person's ambition level is. I start talking to a person about this, and they're so much more ambitious, and so it's not or. They're not that ambitious, and it scares them away that way. It's like if you start talking $1 million to the average person, they just shut down. They turn off. They can't. I mean, unless it's going to be something free like a lottery, that's never going to work. Other than that, most people just don't have that level of ability. But everybody's different. But just like I said, if you get 5 people that they just want more in life. They just say, look at here. If you're willing to give away free Cancun vacations, if you're willing to wear this silly button, if you're willing to wear one of those, have a couple in the car, wear one on because you step out your house and you forget to put it on. So you always keep a couple in the car because you forget. But if you're willing to wear the silly button and give away free vacations to people, then here's what happens. You're going to get people in that, this is reality, I'm being now transparent. You're going to get people that get in and never do anything because it was free to get in. See, the good news is it's free. Free. It's free. No, it doesn't cost anything to be a part of this. Now, the bad news is it's free. It doesn't cost, because a lot of people, when they don't have, they got no skin in the game. Life comes up. The wife starts, I need you to do this, this, and this, and even though they was thinking, man, I can make this thing work, but all of a sudden, you need the grandkids need this, and you forget, or you just life, and because now if you had a franchise and it cost you $155,000. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care if the grandkids, Papa, I need blah blah. Yeah, baby, I understand that, but look here right now, Papa, busy because you got $155,000 tied up in this. But when you got no money tied up in it, then it's easy to blow it off. And here's the cool part: it's easy to blow it off, okay? Because of the fact that you got nothing there. Unfortunately, a person blows this off, and you just missed the opportunity to be financially free, to make tens of thousands of dollars every single month by doing a few simple things. So here it is. You get yourself 5 people, and it does it somewhere on planet Earth. Now, right now, we're in 8 different countries. But again, there's different ways to make those things work, and I'm not going to get into all of that. Let's just talk about you got plenty of people to choose from, okay? You got plenty. You got hundreds and hundreds of millions of people to choose from, okay? So you're never going to run out of people. Now, you may be ambitious or unambitious and don't want to talk to enough people or get to them, and you got the internet. You already talked about that. All kinds of ways to get to people. But all you have to do is find 5 people somewhere on planet Earth sometime during your lifetime, the sooner the better, that want to be free. And they're tired of the same old, same old. Now, there's all kinds of ways to do it, but again, a cookie-cutter simple method where a simple button that talks about a free Cancun vacation. Again, I already told you how to get it. You just text me, and I'll give you an email, and we'll send those right out to you. And find 5 other people that are willing to wear this old goofy button with you. Again, you're going to have some people that get in and never do anything because it's free. But out of that, you just bring a bunch of people in because it's free. But you find 5 of them that are willing to wear a button, be on auto ship, and get their health together again. And when that happens, just like you and I are talking about, you start increasing your longevity. You start feeling better. You start looking better. All kinds of stuff happens when you're on CBD. You find those 5 people, and they're willing to duplicate you. So remember to make sure if you want people to duplicate you, make sure you're doing the right thing so that they can duplicate. You're going to go 5 levels deep. Now, all you did is find 5. Of course, by the way, the more you find, the more money you'll make. But right now, we're just talking about 5. You're going to go 5 levels deep. That's going to do it automatically because you're finding 5 people who find 5, and then those 5, they're going to find their 5 and those 5. But it goes 5 levels deep. And for the rest of your life, you're going to make $2,000 per week extra, whether or not you want it or not. And if you need more, if you got a bigger family or you're a little more greedy, and you'd rather make $10,000 a week, well, instead of getting 5, you find 2 more and help them find 2 more and go still at 5 levels deep. You're going to make yourself $10 grand per week or $40,000 a month. Oh, by the way, 10 people. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you how much money. 10 people somewhere on planet Earth. But some of our friends are going to say no. Who cares if they say no, Brother Tarhaka? Who cares? You only care about the 5 or 6 or 7 that says yes. Who cares how many said no? Who cares some got in and didn't do anything? You just need to find 5 to 7 who says, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on. Oh, and by the way, you're going to go more than 5 levels deep because the other people, they want to go 5 levels deep, and then you automatically go 1 more level. And that next week, I want to go 5 levels deep too. And it just keeps going, and you just keep making more money, more money. The money is unlimited. it doesn't matter what other people make. It doesn't matter about the tens of thousands of dollars a week people are making. Just regular, every day, they just got in, found a few people that wanted to do it, and the money is just automatic because the stuff works. It works, and it just happens automatically. But I had to work to get it going. Yes, you do. You go on a job and you ain't even making close to $10,000 a week, and you do it week after week, month after month, year after year, and in the year you're in worse debt than you were at the beginning of the year, and you do it. And this thing, all you do is something different than, you know what they say, a definition of insanity is to do the same old thing and expect a different result. If you want different, if you want to be financially free from the job, free from stress, free from debt, free from ill health, then be a part of this movement. Get on the product. Help some other people get on the product. They need to be on it anyway. It changes their life. It'll change your life. You got grandkids that plan on going to college, and they're in 9th grade, 10th grade now. It doesn't cost anything to put them in this thing. They do the same thing. Man, by the time they go to college, they'll just pay cash. Or, smarter than going to college, they'll just buy themselves a business and move along. And at least while they're doing this, they'll be learning business principles and making money. You can't lose with this business model, because it's free to get in. It's the hottest product in the world, CBD, and it works. It ain't a pet rock, which was, I remember when I was a kid, they had what they called a pet rock. Most people on this phone are too young to remember that. And it was hot for a little minute. The owner made a lot of money, but it was doofus. It was just a rock in a box. It was with a cute rock. This stuff works. They keep buying it. And you get rich, and they get healthy. And if they do the same thing, you find a few people who do the same thing, they get rich, and you get richer, sir. So that's how it works.
Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate that. We're down to an hour and a half. I'm going to take a little quick break, and when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, if you got any questions for the doctor, Dr. Nathaniel Chism is here. You got a doctor on the line tonight. If you got any questions, now's the time for you to raise your hand. And
don't forget your new people. Don't forget your new people in Canada. Canada has all the products now. All our products Canada now has, and I know you have people. So if they're on the line, come on, welcome Canada. I hope you are appreciative what the owners have done, the changes they had to go through with your country to bring all our products to you. And you guys in Canada, you guys have such an opportunity. It's incredible. I just had to throw that out there, Brother Tarhaka. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, we're going to take a little quick break, and when we come back, we'll resume.
Next level.
Okay, everybody, we're back. Dr. Chism, are you with us right on?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You come across loud and clear. I noticed in our last broadcast, because CTFO have a line of anti-aging products. And in our last broadcast, the first time we tried to discuss this, I don't think we talked about that enough. We got anti-aging creams and products. You want to tell us about that?
Well, as a matter of fact, I appreciate that opportunity. You know, it's not my forte, but we've got some incredible products, different sea salts and hemp and just, I mean, a lot of the people who are more up on the products, but the testimonies I've heard from these products, these skincare products, the hair care products, has been remarkable for what they do. So not only can we fix the outside but then we fix the inside, and then we got stuff that fix the outside. And when you get through using our stuff, you're just rejuvenated. You have taken, and I guess the best way to say it is that you've taken and just put yourself up on that proverbial jack when you jack your car up and fix all the insides and the outside. You've just done a complete overhaul. And our products, again, I could sit here and be trying to hype something and you could, oh yeah, sure. But every single one of our products has a money back empty container guarantee that they work. If they don't work to your satisfaction, then it was like a free sample. You get your money back. But we got all kinds of your products that you get on, and not just exfoliating products, but products that moisturize, and the product actually goes into the skin, and the different serums and the sea serums and all the different products that literally revitalize. So not only do we, which I know more of, but not only do we revitalize the inside of your body from the inside out, but we also revitalize you from the outside in. And they call them anti-aging because literally it's not like a makeup that you trial on some products and they kind of hide, okay? But in reality, when you take it off at night, you the same old. Now, our products, they literally rejuvenate the skin, the epidermis, the endodermis. They actually rejuvenate, and actually the anti-aging properties, they start to, they start to actually make you young again. But again, if it's not to your satisfaction, you get your money back, sir.
Okay. Now, before we went on break, you was mentioning about the Canadian market. How is CTFO going over in Canada? Now, what is looking like out there?
Like I said, I don't know the names because I'm not in their organizations. But I was listening to. By the way, the corporation every Tuesday evening, the corporation at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So depending on where you are, if it's 9, I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. Pacific, and then all in between hours. But they had one lady on, and she was from Canada. And I guess when CTFO first started, which was back, CTFO has been going a few years. But when they started, they introduced the hemp product. And I believe it was right at the beginning of the year, or slightly before, but right at the beginning of the year. So they had it. But the Canadian government said you can have some of the products, but not the CBD products, because they had to get the labeling right. It wasn't anything wrong with the products, but the labeling had to be perfect, and there's certain things that, and so, and they had to recertify them, and I don't know all the stuff that happened, but the company wanted to do it correctly, so they pulled the CBD portion, which, by the way, is the hot part of our product. We got a lot of other product lines that are weight loss products for people who want to lose weight and stuff like that. Absolutely incredible, and stuff works. You either lose weight or you get your money back. But it really took the wind in Canada. It took the wind out of their sales. But this lady, she hung in there. Her organization hung in there, and she was making tens and tens of thousands a month before. Now they just got it. They just got the products in Canada, I think, within the last 2 weeks. I mean, got the CBD portion back up. They've lost their mind up there. Okay, because they were rolling. People were making money hand over fist without the CBD products in Canada. And over in the last 2 weeks, they've lost their mind, Brother Tarhaka. They're doing the holy dance up there. They're crazy. They're so excited, and I'm so excited for them, and I'm excited for you, brother, because you've got some Canadian people. I hope you're staying in contact with them, letting them know that what's going on, that they can cash in. And by the way, even if they're in Canada, they can sponsor people here in the United States. And if you're in the United States, you can sponsor people in Canada. It's fantastic. But, yes, sir, they are excited about what's happening.
Okay. Well, I'm working on London, England right now. And so far we make progress. I'm just waiting on them to come across. And I got a few more here in the United States that's got to go ahead and take the time out of their busy schedules to just go ahead and sign on up and do what they got to do. Most of these guys, a lot of them are truck drivers, and they just because I had one that was supposed to come across today. He already told me, say, if I don't hit the deadline before 7 o'clock, because I'm on the road, he said I'm definitely coming in. But if I don't do it this evening before you go on the air, I'll be hitting you first thing in the morning. I said okay. So he's up, moving up to Arizona, and he'll be getting me back, and I'll recontact. Well, I can't. I have been. Well, I know I've been dialing the number wrong, so I wait for England to call me, and then I'll go back and I'll look over the Canadian list, and every once in a while I'll do a wave. But one thing I did find out is CTFO does send me updates, and I'm pretty sure that they're doing the same thing with all of the contacts. So that is a big help too, where your contacts are the people that you're getting involved is also hearing from the company. Now, could you tell us, give us some more details about the company itself? I mean, they just got started. It's ground floor opportunity. I don't think they're 2 years old. Are they 2 years old?
That's about right. That's about right. What happened is the owners, the management, the owners, they've been in networking. Let's see, about 33 years thereabouts. Maybe I may be off by a year or so, but they've been in networking for decades. And have been very successful in networking for decades. But they decided to start their own company, and it was CTFO, stands for Changing the Future Outcome. They decided to do that, and they did not start out, that year and a half, 2 years ago. They didn't start out. Because remember, all this hemp and stuff is just the country, the United States of America, is just starting to let it go. And by the way, do you understand how many people, especially, I want to be careful how I say this, but do you understand the epidemic? It's become it's always been an epidemic, but now since certain groups, they're seeing their kids die, of course, it becomes an epidemic. But they're losing human beings by the boatload every day, are actually not only overdosing, but are actually then expiring or moving on to the next level. And so families are hurting. This product, and then these parents, they're sending their kids when they find out that, and it's not just their kids, it's them too. Because, again, I don't want to say anything, because I want to be politically correct. Thought they had it going on. Well, they're finding out that they never had it going on, and they're trying to medicate themselves, as they're finding out the truth about this. You know what I'm talking about, Brother Tarhaka. And not only that, many of them have been in pain, and so their doctors have gotten them intentionally hooked on drugs. Well, CBD gets people off of not only pain meds, but alcohol, you name it. It because it goes in and fixes you. It takes care of all those hormones and all those levels. People with sugar diabetes, and things that's a sugar problem. And a lot of these drugs is sugar, and CBD balances that. So all these people, they got all these people going to these. They got great insurance. Some people have had good jobs. A lot of our people don't, but a lot of other people had fantastic jobs. And so these companies prey on them, and they get these. They go in and they get these people the money. Don't really help them. People go right if they get off drugs, and most of the time they don't. They get right back on. CBD, our products, fixes people. By the way, if it doesn't work, you get your money back. And that's why they kept it illegal for so long, Brother Tarhaka. And so what happens is you can have your own pain management clinic, but not be a pain management clinic, but you can do that for people, and it's free, no overhead. You can have your own detox drug rehabilitation center, but you don't have any overhead, and and it's free to get in this thing. So what he told me, he said, when he first started, they got these incredible weight loss products. That's how they started, and it's called Chew the Fat Off. We got products called Chew the Fat Off. That's what CTFO initially stood for. Chew the Fat Off, CTFO, and the products are just if you know, there's a lot of people in this country and all through the Western world that are having some serious weight problems. They got this new thing. It says, "Don't shame me because I'm fat. Accept me." Well, that's fine. I accept you, but your health, you're killing yourself. You're letting your kids and your grandkids be fat. Don't shame me. All these social justice warriors are, accept me for what I am. Well, I accept you for what you are, but you're dying. So I accept you. You do you. But you're dying. Your children are dying. Your wife is dying. You're dying. And so we got products that fix that, or you get your money back. If it don't work, you get your. And that's what the company started on, and they still have those products, and they work. But then they found out that they got, because of the laws changing, they were able to get in on the CBD. So they added, and they've been adding more and more CBD products constantly. Nobody got as many products as we got, and none have the quality that we have. None, no place. Nobody can surpass what we are. And we're not even in a race with anybody. There's room for everybody. It just happens that we're the best. And so what happened is, he said, I've been in this kind of business for 30 some odd years. And so I looked at all the negative stuff, and I tried to take all of that stuff out when I started my company. Mr. Finger, and by the way, he's the one that came up with the company. He's the owner. That he happens to be my personal sponsor. And what happens is, he said, I wanted to take all the negative. People join these different companies, and the companies charge them money, and then say they have to have a certain amount of products they have to buy in order to do this, and a bunch of other stuff. He said, didn't put any of that in our system. I wanted to have a company that if you are sincere, you can be free. Simple as that. And no gotchas, no surprises, no nothing. You just come in. It takes about 2 minutes to register. They don't ask for a Social Security number. Now, when you get to a certain point, they have to do a 1099, then you're going to have to do that. But to get started, people are scared in the beginning. They don't know if it's for real. They don't ask for a Social Security number. They don't ask a few pieces of information, takes about 1 or 2 minutes, and you're registered with the company. And you can test drive it and see if it works. And he said, I wanted to make it so simple that anybody could do this thing if they wanted to. And anybody could make money with this thing if you wanted to. And he said, and that's the company that we built. And then we are dedicated, and I'm seeing this, they're dedicated. I've been in this thing since July. That's how long I've been in. And it has been an incredible ride. You know, when you call the home office, they're always polite and they're nice. You know, they just treat you like they care. The products are good, just like you said, brother. You know, the stuff works. You know, old people who are having, you know, the old gray hairs like me, they're not thinking as fast. We know this. We can feel the slowdown. This product, it fixes it. Or you get your money back. People are in pain. Their back hurts. Their fingers hurt. Their legs hurt. Their feet hurt. It fixes it. Or you get your money back. So,
well, you can't beat that.
Kind of company. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I say you can't beat that.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if you said repeat it, but you're right. You can't beat that. You know, and it's just, and we're in the right place at the right time. We have an opportunity. Again, I'm going to use the time. I watched this when there's multi-million-dollar lotteries, and they were on the news every day, and people were standing in line. Hopefully, I want to win. What would you do if you make that money? Oh man, I'd quit my job, and I'm going. Most people that win a lottery, and by the way, it don't happen very often. They're in worse shape 12 months later. Most people that won a lottery say they wish they hadn't won. Okay? This thing does work. It doesn't have the negative something for nothing spirit that gets on it and then tears your life and your family up. This thing is real, and it's based on helping people. It has the proper spirit about it, and you profit. Your kids profit. You can get grandkids in this thing, regular kids. It doesn't cost anything. If it doesn't work for them, it didn't cost them nothing. But your kids can be free. Your grandkids never have to work for somebody ever. They can be free. If you, we have in this organization, because we think we have the best organization in the country, in the company. We have what we call a forever fundraiser. And you can get with churches and fraternal groups or scout groups or whatever. You can sign them up. Well, how much, Dr. Chism? How much does it cost to sign them up? Guess what? Nothing. And now, churches are always having fish fries and trying to have building funds and stuff, for the last 50 years, and they ain't bought building one. And this thing works. and it works. The band needs money. And matter of fact, you can sign them up for free and then help them. You got to help them. And then before you know it, we got products. We got the little sprays for weight loss, the little sprays for pain, the little sprays if you have trouble sleeping, the little sprays, all kinds of stuff. You can do it with the fundraisers. Get with me. I'll explain to you how it works. You can build. Man, those people, they have money coming out there. They have money hand over fist coming out from now on using our forever fundraiser. And and tell the band leader or the pastor or the president of the organization or whatever, say, oh, by the way, if you want to, I'll sign you up first for free, and then you sign up, the church, you sign up, and you make money. Hell, man, why not? What we have, we found the mother lode, and all it does is help people. Can you imagine that if you pay attention to what we're saying, what Brother Tarhaka and I are saying, and just find 7 people who will duplicate what we're doing, you make $40,000 a month. 6 times 4 is 24. In 6 months, you'll pay off. You can either build the cash up and pay cash for a $240,000 house, cash, or if you're in a house and you got a $150,000, $250,000, $300,000 mortgage, you'll pay it off in 6 months. Just come on now, Brother Hawk. I don't even know what to say. If this doesn't do it, then if that doesn't make, well, I have to think about it. I got to pray about it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever. Brother Talker, whatever.
Well, I look at it this way. Now, I put up when I first realized that the United States government had lifted the ban on hemp. It triggered something because I remember when it came out, it was headlines about hemp, and because there's 1,001 uses for the hemp product, and that pretty much explains why they shut it down. But they was making rope. They was making I seen one ad today. It's the first time I've ever seen that, where they was talking about a house and what they was saying about this house. It was made from hemp mortar, and it said something that it would reduce some kind of the use for energy, something by using that particular product. And then they had this, I seen another ad yesterday for a clothing line made from hemp. There's 1,001 uses for this product, and one of the major uses for hemp, and this definitely led to the shutdown at the beginning of the turn of the century, is the healing properties of it. And this is why, because if they had not, we never would have had a pharmaceutical industry. It never would have came because everybody would have had to go to the doctor. So let me ask you something now, Dr. Chism. And I know some of the people in your network maybe have been some of your patients or something at one time because you are a doctor. What are they saying?
Just like you. Many times people get in this to fix one thing, but because the product has intelligence, it's fixing so many other things. They go. I started to recognize that they got in because they wanted to. They were having headaches or they couldn't sleep. Next thing you know, but all of a sudden I started recognizing after about a week and a half or 3 weeks or a month or whatever, it just depends. For each person's different. I started recognizing that, my feet didn't hurt no more. My feet wasn't swelling up. Or they got in because their feet were swelling up. Hey, I noticed that I could move my arm because the product goes to where there's problems and starts fixing it. So, and again, so sometimes people say, well, I didn't fix that yet, but I feel so good. They're not asking for their money back. But it don't matter, because everybody's different. everybody has
Mm-hmm.
abused their body, and so and we all have, and so consequently, you don't know how, maybe they're not taking a strong enough dosage. We got different dosages. Most people, if you look at other companies, they're selling, their dosages are so low, and they're selling them a lot of times for a lot more than ours sell for. And they're a lot lower dosages. But we got certain, now I take some of the highest dosages because, I've had some personal issues. But the thing is that I always tell people, start as high as you can, and then as you start getting the results you want, then you can cut it back. And then later, if you still have the same results, you can cut it back to another lower dosage. And then if you start feeling some of those symptoms, then you ease it back up. But the whole thing is, as I said, what people are saying is they're getting a lot of positive results. If a person doesn't get positive results, you get your money back. So you got no reason to badmouth or say anything. Your people don't badmouth you because the company just gives them their money back. But it's just that people, a lot of times they go, man, a lot of the women, man, my hair is, is soft again, and just, they just get so many different benefits. My PMS, it's not like it was. The husbands are happy. Say, man, she's calmer. She's not having all those hot flashes because it balances out those hormones. She's not, how sometimes people can get a little bit, wacky, but it's balancing people out. So it does so much. And so, but what we tell people is try it. If it don't work, it's free. Simple as that.
Okay. I got a caller with his hand raised at area code 253. I'm going to open up the line and see what question or comment they have. Area code 253, you're on the air. Hello. Come on in.
Okay, this is Brother Marzouk. I just had to give a comment. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Chism for all his help he has done with me and my business partner. I've been having back problems because I got a bad sciatic nerve. And my business partner had me to sign up for the CTFO, and I ended up buying the product, and I used it a couple of times. And one day, this was a weekend, I'm out, me and my next door neighbor, we're playing with his kids. We're just having fun playing with the kids. And all of a sudden, my business partner happened to call me. He said, how's your back? I'm like, what? He said, you said your back was hurting. How's it doing? I forgot I had a back problem. I mean, this is a real story, so I had to share that on air with you guys.
Thanks, brother. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well. I'm just trying to get things together, trying to get the business up and running the way it should, Other than that, everything else is fine. But I wanted to share that with everybody.
I'm proud of all you guys out there in the big state of Washington. I'm proud of all of you. Just hang in there, brother. I appreciate you calling.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, we certainly appreciate you calling in, my brother. You have a good evening. Okay, if there's anybody else that would like to give a comment, if you have a question for the doctor, press 1 on your phone. That'll give me an indication that you got something to say, and I open up the phone line. The number to dial into the broadcast is 310-982-4184. Press 1 on the phone, and that'll give me an indication that you got something to say. Dr. Chism, we're going to hold on a minute. I'm going to go to another commercial break, and when we come back, we can resume. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
P.O. boxes are outdated, and digital mailboxes are in. Worry about missed or theft of mail or packages when you're not home? Want to know what's in your mailbox without having to get in your car and catch a ride to the post office? Do you have a need for an alternative address or phone number to use instead of your home address and personal phone number? What if you could get rid of the paper clutter by scanning and storing documents all in one place? Your mailbox address works like any street address. We take a picture of the mail and upload it to your account and notify you. You log in from any device, And with one click, tell us what you want us to do with each one. You'll love your digital mailbox at www.businessfront.space. You'll love your new digital mailbox at www.businessfront.space.
Okay, we're back. Now, what about the people in South America and Hawaii? How are they dealing with this hemp thing? You got any good news from down there?
Okay, no. First of all, Hawaii part of the United States, and so that's no problem. Okay, I understand they're on a they're across the water, but it's still part of the. It's like Alaska, no problem. Part of the U.S. Easy peasy. Now South America, a little different situation. They haven't plugged into South America officially yet, and so with that. In terms of the company, being able to sponsor people per se, but you need to understand, you can look at the caravan coming up here, okay, that get ready to invade the country. We got millions and millions and millions of people from South America right here in the United States of America. So you can sponsor, you can deal with all the South Americans you want to do, and we got millions right in this country right here.
Okay. All right, because I was wondering how it was going down there with the big caravan thing coming and all of that. I just want to see Africa. How we coming across in Africa?
Same thing. Usually, Africa many times is one of the last places that most countries do. That's that's by design. So we won't get into that on the phone call, but. Again, we're dealing with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of. There's so many different countries in Africa, but we're dealing with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are here. And most of them had to come legally, okay, because that's a long way away. So they had to do it the right way. But the fact is, they're here, and many of them are in different settlements, or I should say, enclaves. They stick together. And again, not just, I was in Maine for a long time, and they got cities up there that they're just, the large amounts of them are. I know they're Seattle and Los Angeles, a lot of places. But because of the way with emails and smartphones and Facebook and, and all the other technology, they aren't limited just to their little area where they live here in this country, or in Canada, or or over in the the United Kingdom. They can instantaneously stay in touch with each other, and so basically, you find somebody from Senegal or from Nigeria or from whatever. There's millions of those right in these countries that we are actually in officially, and they can and they know how to hook their people up in their country, and they know how to do it way better than we do. It don't have nothing to do with us, but there's so many people from the continent right here, and you can plug into them, and because they are so well connected with each other, you, like I said, you can have an international business. Usually right in your home state, right, mostly right in your home city. You can have a major international business, but again, it's so simple with the computer and the internet. It's so easy, and to be able to you are a perfect example of it, brother. It's so easy to hook up with people. You just pick out a country that you want, and you can target it using the internet and build. Again, have an incredible international business at the click of a couple buttons.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I'm trying to get into London, England. I got a brother. He's in Norway right now, but he'll be back in the United States in December. So I'm going to get him hooked up there, and he can bring in his people, because he travels all over the world. He hit London, England, and then now they over in Norway. And after they get through with that, I'm thinking that he's coming back in the United States. I don't know. He may have one other trip to do, but they all over. I got a friend in Alaska too. I got to call him, and first I got to find his number.
And the thing is, with
him.
the internet, it doesn't matter if he's in Norway or the United or in London, England, or in Bucktussle, Mississippi. It just a click of a button. Takes 2 minutes to register. You send them your free sign-up page that the company gave you absolutely free, that would cost thousands of dollars to have with all that stuff. It's free. You just send it to them on their smartphone or their computer. It takes 2 minutes for them to fill it out, and so wherever they are, they can hook people up in that whatever country they're in. Just, by the way, before I leave and go back to the States, why don't I have you do this? Again, you don't have to wait for them to come back to the U.S. It with email and Facebook and whatever that thing is, I forget, that you can call for free all over the world. It's absolutely free, and do it, just by looking at somebody. I mean, this 2018, this is not the same world that I grew up in. And you can just do it in just matters of split seconds. And you can say, a person can say, well, I'll wait till they get here because they're coming to visit. That's great. But you can sign them up. It takes 2 minutes where they are, and then they can sign up dozens or hundreds of people where they are, still get back here, and then they've got an international business going. And they can come here and sign up people that maybe they went to high school. They can sign up all their high school friends. They're coming to a high school reunion. Boom, sign them up and all this stuff, and then go back to, France or Wales. I know we're in Wales and whatever. And just, we're in the right place, brother, at the right time.
Okay. Now, what about, because I know they just got a line of CTFO just got a line of products for pets. They got grooming products, and that's something else I want to talk about too. But they got the grooming products. They got the products for the food and all this here. You had any information come across your desk about pets, or people who have pets using the product?
I've known for a long time that the pets are mammals, and I've known for a long time that they have, pets are a billion-dollar business. Some people spend more money on their pets almost than they do themselves. But pets, they as they get older. When I was younger, again, it was a very long time ago. Pets started getting kind of old. You just take them out and put them to sleep. However you have to do it. Well, people don't do that anymore. It's like they spend thousands and thousands of dollars on their pet. It's like, I don't understand it, but it's fantastic, whatever, especially if you got products to sell to people. And so pets, when they get older, they have pain. Some of the same stuff that happens to humans happens to pets. And so we got products that help these critters out, and people spend money on their pets. And so we literally, can help these pets that suffer, because people let them suffer. We got products that can fix it. And so I'm grateful for that, because CBD fixes problems. And pets, cats and dogs, they get issues just like people. And they are a mammal. And CBD happens to fix products, or you get your money back.
I want to add for those the people in my network that haven't realized that the ad that I'm sending out to different people in my network, the only thing they have to do, because the ad is already written, it's quick, it's short, it's to the point, very effective, is to remove my links from the ad and install their links from their new website and back office, and they're ready to go. And use the same ad. I also want to add that my new website is visible now. It's at www.tarhakadebtelimination.org. tarhakadebtelimination.org. And once you get over there, there's a subscribe button. All you have to do is put your email address in there and click subscribe, and that'll come to me, and I'll send you my free report. And we're also going to, it also has my link in there for those new people who want to sign up. But I'm also going to modify that somewhat and put in our CBD links into that. That's TarhakaDebtElimination.org. And once you get over there, just look over to the left and you can subscribe there, or just scroll all the way to the bottom and put in your email there and click subscribe, and my free report comes straight over there to you. Okay, I wanted to add that. Now, this is the part I want to talk about too, because this is my next thing I'm going to be getting from CTFO. I'm going to be ordering their hair care products. I want to get their shampoo and conditioner and start using that. How is that working out? You got anybody that have been using it and got anything to say on that?
Well, first of all, you don't have the issue, but they just came out with these new products over the last month that actually for people who are male or female, people who are losing their hair. It's a three product thing to redo hair, and it is guaranteed. When you just follow the directions, it's guaranteed to restore people's hair and help it grow. You know how many women, they want their hair to be longer and grow. Men who they want to see hair growing in places it wasn't been growing for years. Our products work. It actually, or you get your money back. And they just came up with these new products. They're in stock, and it's a 3-product regimen. And when used properly, your hair starts to grow back, male or female. They've got, just so you know, they've got the facial care holiday package, which is incredible. They've got, for the holidays, that's got the daily facial cleansers and the scrubs, and they've got the holiday product package, the bestseller holiday product package. That's what's got the Super 7, and it contains 3 of the most popular products. That's the Super 7, the Sleep Support Oral Spray, and the Full Spectrum CBD, the 750 milligram. That's a holiday package. They've got the one it's the Pain Relief Holiday Package. That should go in your organization if you promote it, man, because people, they can't sleep at night. They're hurting. People are just, because they got tremendous amounts of inflammation. Okay, they're in chronic pain, and we got the holiday package, the Pain Relief Holiday Package. People can give that to people, and then they give it to people. It works. They'll stop complaining about pain, and then they'll start ordering that stuff from you. And in your package, because you gave it out as a sample, you're a business owner, it's a tax write-off. Come on now. Brother Todd, I don't even know what to say.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, in the morning, I'm going to take another look at the pet listing and the hair care listing. Those are 2. But now, This is what I've been trying to get my hands on. Tell us about the gummy. What's so hard about them? Because from what I hear, they can't keep them. Can't keep them. They're going so hot. They're going so fast.
First of all, gummies aren't just for kids anymore. These gummies, our gummies, allow you to enjoy the benefits of pure CBD hemp oil, but you do it in a delicious and a convenient way. Each gummy contains 20 milligrams of CBD hemp, each one. Mm-hmm. Now, it has a CV. I talked earlier about making sure you're doing the X amount of CVs each month, and it has a 28 CV on the value. But the fact is, they taste really good. Let's see, I think right now they've got 2 flavors. I'm trying to remember what those flavors are. It's the, I'm not looking at it right this second, some kind of, I see blueberry cheesecake or something like that. I forget, but they're gonna
that sounds like that.
That's one of them, and then citrus or something like that. Really, I haven't tasted them yet because mine haven't come in, but they're going to be adding more and more flavors all the time. But they started out with 2 of the most popular flavors. So either the citrus flavored or the cheesecake one, and so I think it's blueberry cheesecake. But either way, because gummies, people are making gummies out of they're making everything into a gummy. I mean, not just hemp oil. I mean, I remember it kind of started out way back when I was vitamins were gummies to get kids to take gummies and to take their vitamins. So you make them into gummies and stuff. But then they started making more and more stuff into gummies, and so the hemp oil, they got in on it too, and you could make just a business out of gummies. Matter of fact, I mean, why I'm going to get off that subject for half a second. We have no, I take that back. I'm thinking. I'm sorry about. I think I was getting that confused with the vape. The gummies are just the one flavor, whatever that is. It's the one flavor. I'm thinking of the vape oils. Vape business, the gummy business itself, is they're making everything in the gummies, and we just happen to have hemp oil in the gummies. But the vape business is a separate business in itself. They've been making hemp products into the vape business, and that we have the 2 flavors in the vape business, and they're going to add new vape flavors all the time, all through the next 2019. But again, that in itself, people are just, focusing and specializing on the vape business. Well, we have vape now, that we've had that now for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, along with the gummies and the stuff that help people with growing their hair, blah, blah, blah. And because I think they came up with 17 or 18 new products, and they'll be coming up with more products in 2019. But the fact is, the gummies are not just for kids. And so all the stuff that, that the hemp products work for people who say, I don't like the taste, well, then take a gummy. You can give gummies away, as little samples to people to try it. Again, you want it like any business. Everybody loves free samples. People go to Costco and Sam's Clubs on free sample day, and it's like an outing to them because people like free stuff. You do, and everybody else. So give out free samples of your stuff. To people. It's a tax write-off. And learn to get your organization to give out free samples. It's a tax write-off for them. It's more volume for them, more volume for you as they get their people to do it. More volume for them, and it's just you make more money, making money. More money. This is an incredible opportunity. Again, what I'm most excited, man, if I'd have had a chance to have been doing this in high school, I mean, obviously we couldn't, I was in high school many, many decades ago. But but now you got people, you got grandkids and great grandkids, and a lot of them can't find decent jobs anyways, or at least keep them. But this thing, they'll never have to. They don't have to go to college and have $100,000 debt and can't get a decent job. They don't have to work for somebody and have to be trying to figure out how to laugh and smile when they don't want to and think. They don't have to do all that kind of stuff. They just get in this business for free, find 5 or 7 people that want to be free too, and they can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. They never have to be in traffic. They can travel around the world. You can be free if you're getting in the workaday world. Getting at it. You don't have to if you're getting ready for retirement. If you're already at retirement. So can you imagine all the seniors are trying to figure out how to live on Social Security? They're having to go to get to the churches and get free food, and all that. Mm-hmm. With this, they don't have to do it. They just sign up for free, find 5 or 7 other seniors that are barely making it, trying to figure out how they worked all their life and now having to work at Walmart as a greeter or eat some government cheese or, they don't have to do that. Get in this business for free, find 5, 7 other seniors that are sick and tired of being broke for free, get their health back together with our CBD oil, duplicate that, and you got a senior who was had $800, $1,200, $1,500 a month coming in from Social Security, and now they're making $35,000, $40,000 a month. You're going to run into some people go, I don't want to mess my Social Security. How much you make? I make $1,500 a month. You would, first of all, this ain't going to mess with your Social Security, until you start making $30,000, $40,000 a month. Do you care about $1,500? But, I mean, if somebody's that foolish, you don't even talk to them. You're going, you don't have to give up your Social Security to build this business. If it gets to $2,000, $10,000, $50,000 a month, do you care about $1,500 a month? I worked hard for that $200 a month. I worked hard. Next, find somebody else. Find somebody else. That person, you are wasting your time talking to this person. Okay, Mm-hmm. But can you imagine all the seniors that are praying for some kind of help? And you're the answer. You're the cure. All the kids are trying to figure out, they've been trying to figure out, I got to slang, some dope. You ain't got to slang dope, brother. Slang CBD. Get paid. You ain't never got to look over your shoulder. Make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000 a month. All your friends, too. I like slanging, and going to jail. Okay, next. Find somebody else who don't want to go to jail. That's the wrong person to talk to.
Okay. Well, you sure right about that, and trust me, I've ran into that. I'm looking at this and comparing it to, because I used to be in Amway, and in Amway, we had to maintain a certain amount of business volume, month after month after month, and I remember the guy that sponsored me in. He had a garage. And he was stacking up on his soap and stacking up on his redo and stacking up on this and stacking up on that. And I'm like, okay, you doing this business volume every month. Well, yeah, I got to maintain that, to get to this level over here. And I was like, well, what you going to do with all this soap? And the boxes of soap was the best soap that money could buy. However, it was quite expensive. And he wasn't unloading the soap. Well, it's not that we don't have that kind of problem here. you can, in fact, I use everything that I get from CTFO. I'm using my hemp oil. I'm waiting on another bottle to come in the mail any day now. It should be here tomorrow. But I'm steady following a steady regimen. It's part of my lifestyle now, and I use that in the morning. I use it in the evening. Every once in a while, I find myself trying to forget on purpose. Oh, well, I forgot. I'm going to get me some more CBD. And I go in there and hit it some more. I'll sit down and I'll relax and work or whatever you have to do, because I love that peppermint flavor on the CBD. And I got the 500 milligrams, and I never did get 750 milligrams. I went 500, then I went up to 1,500. But I think I might buy me some 750, and because it really, for me, it don't matter. I just love the overall benefits of the hemp oil myself. And definitely got to get the gummies, and I want the hair care products. And I'm going to investigate the pet area now, because I know quite a few people who have pets, and their pets are just like children, and that's their right. Children. And like you say, people and pets today, pets are taking on a whole brand new level in society today. And they're dressing them up like people, they eat gourmet food. Oh, man, the pet's life is wonderful. And so I'm going to go in and investigate that line of products. But I'm looking at the anti-aging moisturizing cream. And they got the collagen retinol anti-aging. And a wrinkle remover, vitamin C anti-aging serum, daily facial cleanser. They got the pain-free Z-Rub, and I got some of that around here. I don't have no pain, but I just had to get some around here, just to have it, just to get it. And I'm gonna, as soon as I get a pain, I'm gonna use it. But in the meantime. But as far as joint pain is concerned, I would imagine that if an individual had some pain, that they would just simply have to take this stuff and just massage it in. Am I right in assuming that that's the way it goes, Doctor?
Well, absolutely. They've got several gels and oils and different things you can massage in. Again, you can sometimes to get that immediate boom relief. It's just like and like I said, pets have the same problem. They have joint pains and stuff, and you watch them and they're limping and gimping around, and so we got products that will help those pets. I mean, we got special treats for them that have CBD oil in it, but unlike regular treats that a lot of animals get, that gives them liver damage and GI tract problems and stuff like that. Ours, doesn't do that, and a lot of animals have seizures and nausea and anxiety, just like humans. You give them some of our treats, and they'll handle it. Or sometimes you might squeeze a little bit into their food or whatever, and so it will help them. But in terms of the pain, again, not only do we have the stuff that you can put on the outside, that is just incredible products we have that will, like I said, some people would have creams. Some people would. We got the brand new one that has the emu oil in it that has been getting rave reviews. Some people like gels. Some people like roll-ons. So depending on how you like to administer it on you, we have those. And sometimes you have to try different ones to see how they work on you. I'm trying to explain, not to you personally, brother, but I try to explain when new people get in. Listen, come on now, this is your business. If you will treat it like a big multi-million-dollar business from the start, it will pay you that way. Now, you don't have to, but if you will do that, it's your business, and you need to try. You need to try all the different products. You need to try them. Make sure that you know how to use them. I haven't tried. We got now almost 80, getting close to 100 products now, and I haven't even come close to trying all the products. But I will probably by the end of the new year. I will have tried all the probably except the pet products. Maybe I'll try them, but I don't think so. But outside of the pets, because I don't have any pets. But outside of those. But I'll be getting more testimonies for people who do have them, just like you going to be, investigating them. But the thing is, this is your business. These are your products. Yeah, well, right now, I haven't tried it because, they cost a little. Yeah, right now, I got to go to the Olive Garden, and spend $55, $70 at the Olive Garden, and it's like, yeah, well, you do you. But this is your business. You need to become an expert at your business. You try your stuff, see how it works, and that way you can have not only personal, because people know when you lying. You know when people lying. Mm-hmm. They know when you lying. This is your business. Try it. Try your stuff. Recommend, that way you recommend it to other people and they get good results. And then you. It's like I used to tell people, hey, if you're the type of person that wants to get married, then if you want a quality spouse, well, you got to be a quality spouse. You got to get yourself. If you don't qualify yourself and be a quality person, well, then you can't expect the divine to bring to you a quality person. That's why you get two unquality people together all the time, because neither one qualify. Well, it's this business. You want lots of good customers and good partners in this business, then you got to be a product of the product. You got to be an expert in I know it didn't cost anything to join, and you want to go to Sunday and you want to go to a restaurant and spend all your money. I understand you do you. But for the ones, you're looking for 5 to 7 people who understand that they have a multi-billion-dollar business in a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they want to exploit it, take advantage of it, and they've been blessed enough to get this business, and you can build intergenerational wealth. Long after you're gone, if you learn the proper thinking and the proper structuring, and it takes a while because we weren't taught this in most of our families. You're definitely not taught it in school, but most of the families don't know how to teach it. You have to learn it. And I know, Brother Tarhaka, you know a lot of this stuff, but if you want to build intergenerational wealth long after you're gone, so that your grandkids and great-great-grandkids and great-great-great-great-grandkids can build wealth, then you have to start teaching those principles. And it's not going to, this business allows you to have the money and the time and build, and you can build that. Not just leave a bunch of money to a few people who will fight over it and spend it on foolishness, but they can start to learn how build family, build community, and they can do this, and this business allows that. So, brother, I tell you what, I'm fired up. I hope you are.
Oh yes, it works for me. I wanna would you give us because you host a regular conference call, and I have that number into my ad and the PIN number. But could you and I know you probably do recommend that the people, especially the new people that have joined the network, and they're getting people involved in this, and they can plug their people into the conference calls, and they can dial into the conference call. Could you give us your conference call number and your PIN?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do that. We have a weekly conference call right now, and that's on that phone number is area code 712-432-6600. That's area code 712-432-0075, and then the passcode to get into it is 734-819-#. And the time for that happens to be at I got a number of different calls, so I got to but yeah, it's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8 p.m. Central, so that would make it 6 p.m. Pacific, make it 9 p.m. on East Coast time. And so we have that every Sunday. And again, that number is area code 712-432-0075, passcode 734-819, #. And that's for the whole team. That's for your part of the team. That's for all people on in your team. That's all of that. Again, the same thing with the free Cancun vacations. Again, just text me and let me know, and I'll get all that information to you guys. Just as you suggested, Brother Tarhaka, you're really good using the computer, but some people might feel good at just going to I know we have some flea markets out here in Oklahoma, and we've got flea markets, and you can just set a table and you get hundreds, maybe thousands of people that walk by your table, and if you've got it the right displays, and they can just sign up right there at the table. You can talk to them. They can sign up for free, and then you can build relationships with people. If you want to do weekly, weekly meetings. That's old school. I'm used to old school. Most people nowadays don't have time for that, I think. But again, old school, old Amway, type things. If you want to do that weekly, we've got those. Where you can get together and or like I said, you can do cheese and crackers or champagne, and I don't know what people drink with champagne or eat with champagne. I don't know, cheese, wine and cheese or whatever, and make it real classy. And I'm not so classy, but I guess some people are. But the thing is, or tea and crackers or tea and cakes or whatever, But I'm just saying, you want to do that and get together once a week or once a month, and people bring people over for kind of part of your way to success. It's so many different ways to build this business. Again, you can do it super fast speed, just using an iPhone. If you got an iPhone or a smartphone of some type, and you just move everything just at the speed of light, basically using your smartphone, just boom, 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 boom. It's a new day and time. And this business allows people to everything, they say everything you touch, you can have the Midas touch, can turn to gold. Everything you touch using this business can turn to gold if you want to, or not. It's again, you do you, I'm going to do me. But everything you touch, you can have the Midas touch now if you're willing, some directions. Humble down a little bit. If your way has been working for the last 20, 30 years and you got where you want to be, fantastic, super great, fantastic, yay. But if you want different results, we got some different things that absolutely work if you're willing to hunker down and humble down for a minute, and you'll be free. You'll be rich, sir.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, I noticed that I meant to also add that I see that CTFO has, for those people who don't want to use the CTFO drops, they have Total Wellness CBD capsule as a dietary supplement. Adults take one capsule daily, preferably at mealtime, as recommended by a physician. So for those who don't want to use the CBD oil, you can get your wellness capsule as one capsule a day. And they also have pet chew treats. Pets less than 15 pounds get one treat. Over 15 pounds, they get two treats. No more than two servings a day. And they got the CTFO oral spray. You can shoot you a spray of that CBD oil. And so they got this thing very much well rounded. Because this, once the government lifted the ban on the use of hemp, I mean, this thing exploded. And what I like about it more than anything else is, number one, they have a super product, and number two, the sales and marketing plan is the best that I've ever seen. It is extraordinary. Dr. Chism, could you give the listening audience some insight on the structure of the sales and marketing plan of CTFO compared to everybody else?
To other people, again, they've got several different ways. You've got what we say is your width meaning you go wide. We always say go wide or die. That means you can sponsor unlimited. You can sponsor as many people under you personally as you want. Go wide or die. Really, if you remember that, go wide or die. You can sponsor. We talk about finding 5 to 7 people that really want this thing, but we know that you're going to have to usually sponsor a lot more people to get those 5 or 7 people, because people flake out on you. People are quitters. People are naturally quitters. They quit school. They quit jobs. People even quit marriages. Can you believe that? People are naturally born quitters. So what makes you think they're not going to quit this just because they join? People quit, okay? And now, they may tell you they quit, but you can tell because they ain't done nothing. So people are naturally quitters. You're looking for 5 to 7 people, 10 if you're really ambitious, that want to make this thing work. But so you go wide or die to find those serious people that want to do this thing. But again, because the structure of this company, even by going wide, the company rewards you with giving you more of yourself. Now, I know that doesn't quite make sense, and again, this is definitely not the call to explain that. But the company duplicates you by, once you've sponsored your first 3, every person you sponsor, this company will give you another you. Now, it's crazy. Nobody does that. When you get another you, that another you is placed under you. So now I've got hundreds of me under me. That means when the more people that I bring into this business, the more people that under me that bring people in this business, and because the more me's I bring in, that just means that the money when the first way to get paid goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 levels, 8 levels deep. But the more U's that exist, then it goes unlimited deep. Again, this call's not, you can't get into that. It's just the money is unlimited. If what I've said and Brother Tarhaka has said so far doesn't turn you on, it doesn't matter. All that other stuff really doesn't matter. All the other money, the hundreds of thousands of dollars you can make a year, it don't mean nothing. If trust me, if $10,000 a week don't turn you on, and you can't see that, all that other money, that's just yippity yapping to you. I'm beating my gums. If I haven't excited you to get up off of it and start rolling, all that other don't mean nothing. It's just wasting time. The money is unlimited, but you sponsor wide. That's called width. that is your profitability. But the further it goes down, you sponsor somebody who sponsors somebody who sponsors somebody who sponsors, and because you're getting extra use because you're sponsoring with, then that's building depth going down, and it goes down unlimited. And so that depth is your security, because it's like big tap roots, and it just locks in, and it locks everybody in as that tap root goes down further and keeps going down under people, and then it locks people in, and then they get excited, and then they do more, and they try more products, and they get more hooked on it because the stuff is working, and they feel better, and they introduce it to more people. So your with is the profitability. But that depth is security, and you want both of those things. And you're in business. I know it didn't cost anything to join, and so it's like. But that's how Mr. Finger made it. So anybody, you could be living under the viaduct, under the bridge, and get in this business. Go to the library and use their computer for free. And in 6 months, you can be making 50, 80, 100 grand a month if you're ambitious. Or you can spend it all on crack and amphetamines. Or you can just stay on the corner and beg, hamburger money and cigarette money. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. But literally, a person could be living under the viaduct, because there's a lot of reasons people are under the viaduct. They've been, divorced, raped, or whatever. They got nothing, and so, but they still have. But they remember. You give them an opportunity like this. I'm not suggesting, by the way, you go out and find a bunch of people, living under the viaduct. But a lot of people, even though they look like bums, they've just been divorce raped, and they've lost it. But this thing, anybody can join, and they can pull themselves up in a matter of months, if they're willing to, and be back on top. A person can be in 10th, 11th, 9th grade, whatever. Pay, if they do want to go to college, they can pay cash. If they want to start a business, if they just want to travel the world, you can live anywhere in the world and build this business. I mean, you can live in South America. I mean, you started here, and your money just goes in your account, and you can live anywhere in the world, and this money just goes in weekly. If you get it started, get it going. It takes time, takes a minute, because you got to find those 5 to 7 people. I said this business is simple as all get out. I didn't say it was easy. It's simple as all get out. Find 5 to 7 people that want to be free. But that's the work. But when you do, there it is, brother.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna give the listening audience a secret. Now, this is how simple this can be for you. When we are done with tonight's broadcast, I'm going to convert this into a video, and of course, I upload it up to YouTube. That's a whole brand new market right there. You can, and I'm going to be posting this video all over to the regular sites. It'll be on Twitter, it'll be all over Facebook and stuff. And all you got to do is take this video, which contains this show and all of the information that we've delivered here tonight, and send a copy of it to your prospects. And it'll contain a link in there. You can put your link in there and send it to your people and build your network with it. You got the whole thing right here in a nutshell. Once they click on it, it takes them straight there to YouTube. And anybody that they give it to will go there, and they can this whole broadcast in video format in its entirety, right there on YouTube. A major market. I mean, this goes all over the world. People all over the world. So you are giving your people exposure all over the world just by having this ad. So what I'll be doing is, as soon as I get this show converted, I'll be sending this video out to all of my prospects, including you, Dr. Chism, and y'all can take this thing and you can put your links in there, and you can send it all over everywhere you want to go.
Beautiful.
Put it up on your Facebook page.
Very generous, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, building the network. Now, I've done pretty good, even though last month I didn't get my quota, because usually I try to get at least 100 people a month, and I got stuck on 96, and because I had a few technical difficulties.
You're fired.
You're fired. Don't fire me. You're nothing. But I got, let's see. We had, in October, 31 days in October. We had a Halloween, and but I had some technical difficulties. But now it's November, so I got to get back on the beam. So we're going to start here. I picked up a couple of people today, and but we're going to start here and yesterday. But they're trickling in. They always come in. But I'm going to continue to increase and continue to build because this is fantastic. It is a ground floor opportunity. The company is only a couple of years old. The fire is hot and the iron is hot, and now it's time to. If you're gonna take advantage of an opportunity, now is the time. Right now, this is it. You can't beat this with a stick. They got the product from every conceivable angle. They're coming out with new products at a phenomenal rate. The sales and marketing plan is outstanding. There's nothing else. It's so good they had to patent it to make sure nobody else don't duplicate this thing, because this is awesome. And the only thing that you got to do is buy you some products and use them for yourself. If you're at a flea market, just get all the flyers you want. Put them on the side and let the people get the flyers. Make sure that you have your access information stamped onto the flyer, and you got everything you need right there. Your business card. You can buy banners. You can, just like Dr. Chism was saying, you can get the badges and make those available. You got a multi-million-dollar operation right here, and it doesn't cost you a dime. You got your own website. You got your own back office. All that's free. You can hook up your bank account, so you can just transfer your money to your bank, your commissions to your bank. If you don't want to use any money from your bank account to purchase your products, you can purchase them using your commissions, even if you want to do it on auto ship. And so it's spectacular. I mean, you can't beat it, and it works for me. And all I did was just expose it to people, just as many people as I can. I put it up on my website, and I'm up to 396 right now. And in the morning, we starting over. So that's the way it works. And just like you say, the company ad duplicates you. The product, I looked at the shipping time for the product. Shipping time is outstanding. It comes so fast. I said, man, I like this here. I say all I got to do is just when I think I'm getting a little low, just order it, and it'll be here in a few days. And so you can't beat it. It's brand new, a brand new wagon. So this is it. I've been contacted by people ever since I had my last little business opportunity, because on my website we put up opportunities, business for my people. Last one I had up was Angel Secret, which was fantastic, and it's still good. But this is a whole horse of a different color, and this is what we're running now. CTFO, you got all your you got the origin of the hemp video out there, what it's all about, where it started, how the government shut it down, and all of that, and all of the thousands of uses of the plant itself. Then you got the sales and marketing videos. Then you got videos of a ton of people with videos of testimonials. So all that's available for you to build your business with. And it's just a matter of copying those links and making it available to people and get them involved. And don't worry about the people who don't want to get involved. I learned a long time ago, when opportunity comes and knocks on your door, if you don't take advantage of the opportunity, the next time you see it, you probably won't even recognize it. But
that's
Dr.
right.
Chism, what else did you want to add as far as getting their own personal products for their own personal use. You want to touch on that some more?
Okay. Yes, sir. First of all, let me make sure. Hopefully everybody's got a pencil and paper. But I did. You reminded me, and so let me give you a playback number. It's area code 712-432.
Hold on. Let me 712. 432. Okay, I got it. 432.
4085.
40.
And then 4085. And then you'll need a passcode, and that passcode will be 734-819 hashtag, a pound key. And what that does, that's a 3-minute recruiting call. So you can call 24/7. Anybody, it's just a kind of a little simple teaser, about 3 minutes, a little teaser for people. You can give people that number, three-way them into it. If you're at a holiday function with people, or if you're out at the flea market, you can just plug that in and say, hey, listen to this. While they're standing right there. Or hey, get your phone, and because you don't want them running away with your phone. Hey, just dial this up real quick. Okay, boom. And they just stand there and listen. Okay, and then sign them right up. They go on. They'll be able to plug them in to this at YouTube, and this, this is a little longer version, so they'll get more information. So you get them trained in the group of what we're doing. And so we've got all these things available. The corporation itself, again, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The corporate, the hottest, newest information from the corporate, you can pick it up. The corporate does have a playback number, but you can get it hot right off the press right there on Tuesday evening. And again, they do have a playback number that you can get, and if you look in your email, they give all this information and reminders. So everything you need to build an incredible business, in terms of the product itself. By the way, before I forget, one of the things that I do, is that you can just have a little print place like Staples or Office Mac, or there's a million online printers, and those little magnets, it can be as big as you want, that you can put on the side of your car or truck, or on the side of each door, or put one on the back. Put a smaller one on the back and a bigger one. But my car is like, are you kidding? Get real. You're trying to make money. You're trying to advertise your business. And that little thing can just be a little simple thing that says, hey, free Cancun vacation, and it has your number. And people don't dial it. Free Cancun vacation. Or you can put free CBD oil. I use the free Cancun vacation one to get more people's attention. The CBD oil, because not everybody knows what CBD is, and other people that know what it is going, hey, that's some marijuana stuff. I don't want to take that. So it's got some. So I go free Cancun vacation, and then the phone number, and then boom, I'm getting people calling me, and then I'm doing it. So it's so many different ways. But in terms of the product, again, we have so many products. Like I said, we got close to 100. By this time next year, I don't know how the company is. They're crazy. They're just bringing so much new stuff. And again, if you take this thing serious, and not just some little thing that you're trying out, when I can, I get a little bit of product, and when I can, and I use a little bit of it. It's like, okay, whatever. But for the serious people, this thing is a multi-billion-dollar industry, soon to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Your company can be a multi-million-dollar piece, because that's all you need. But you got to take it serious. You got to know your product, your stuff, know your know this. You got to watch those videos that teach about how the compensation. I watch those videos. I still watch them. I still watch them a couple times a week. But when I first got in, I was watching those 3-4 times a day to learn my business, not their business, my business. And then using your products. We got, obviously, like I told you, I don't know all the skincare stuff. It's not my. I'm going to use the majority. I'm going to try it out. Okay, I'm going to try it out. It's my business. I want to know this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to give some samples away. Yeah, I'm not going to use it all the time. Look, hey, here, cousin, look here. I was trying some of this stuff. This skincare girl, tell me what you think about it. Take that. I'm writing it off my taxes. But I'm just saying, get to become an expert of your company. And it'll pay you so much you won't even know what to do with all that money. But no, you ain't got to buy every single product your first week in the business. But some of you, how long you been in? How many products have you tried? Well, how much money have you made? This stuff works, and you can become a multi-millionaire. But it's not going to happen if you just kind of play with this thing. You're not going to get fired. Nobody's going to tell you to quit because you're in business for yourself. It just so happens you're not by yourself. If you can follow some directions and you can humble down and not try to do it your way, you can do it your way and it's okay. But if you just humble down and say, hey, next 90 days out of your life, how long you been on this planet? Next 90 days out of your life, I'm gonna try it their way. I'm gonna do it because they ain't said no big deal. I'm gonna wear this doofus button. I'm gonna do a minimum of 50 CVs on an auto ship. And I don't have a credit card. Go to Walmart. Okay, you can get it. You can get one of those where you put money on a card. No big deal. If you messed your credit up, then put some money on. Go to Walmart and get one of those cards. No big deal. I'm just saying, love yourself enough. Future generations, your great-great-grandchildren, love them enough to say for the next 90 days, I'm going to do just what Doc said and see if he's telling the truth. And watch what happens. Watch what happens for your family, for you, and for your community. Thanks, brother.
Okay. Dr. Chism, could you give us some, tell us about your profession as a doctor. How did you get started in that? And what happens? How do your patients interact with you being as a doctor?
Ask me that again, brother.
I said, tell us about your profession as a doctor.
Okay, first of all, like I said, I'm not a medical doctor. I haven't wanted to be a medical doctor since I was in college. 150 years ago. I thought I wanted to be a medical doctor, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to go that route. I became a biologist and worked for the government, for a while and stuff like that. But I still wanted, over the years, I still had the bug to help people, not just work with animals. But I was really moving toward a natural way. And then I found out about that. Like I said, I'm a naturopathic doctor, ND. And so, again, I'm working with natural things. Now, I had heard and I knew about hemp. I didn't specifically know CBD at the time, but I knew about hemp and the stuff it would do. But it was totally illegal. Even thinking about it, you go to jail back in the 70s and the 80s. You could go to jail just for talking about it almost. That's how the government had it locked down on it. Mm-hmm. But I always promised myself that if I could ever help people with it, I would. Well, more than a quarter century later, here's now. And so it's here. Now, in terms of, I used to have the African Holistic Healing Center. I don't have that now, anymore. So I'm not actively seeing a bunch of patients. I still work with people and help them out, when they have some issues and things like that. But I'm not doing, like I said, back years ago when I actually had a healing center and, and saw patients on a regular basis. That's not where I'm at now. But I think I'm touching a whole lot more people now than I ever have. Mm-hmm. And even though I don't have the responsibilities and having to pay all those insurances and all that overhead and craziness and dealing with personalities and their problems and noncompliance, yada, yada, I don't have to. But I'm touching a lot more people with the hemp, because I always knew it was great. And they get to, I always had the model. My model for my healing center was let thy body heal itself. And I still believe in that, because what the Creator put into us was, it was nothing I did. It was nothing any doctor does. I mean, unless there's surgery, but that's a whole different thing. But in terms of healing, it's what God put it. Even then, a doctor can stitch you up, but it's what was built into you that actually is the healing. They can help facilitate it. And so, again, it's still let thy body heal itself. And so CBD oil, amazing. And so I'm now able to touch a lot more people all over the world now, not just at my center, not just, the people I see during the week. Now I can touch people with a product that just about everything that is wrong with somebody, just about, again, physically, mentally, I can suggest that they try our product or a group of products. And they're going to see some really positive results in a relatively short amount of time. Sometime immediately, sometime it may take a few weeks, and again, it depends. If they get the very lightest amount, well, it may take longer. But they're going to see results. But in case it doesn't work, it's free. They get their money back. So now I feel that I'm doing even more. Like I said, it's almost like a ministry. It's because we can touch so many people's lives, not just physically, but financially. We can change our community for the better. We can change everything, all the things that Dr. Anderson taught us on how to rebuild our communities. We can do it with this. Now, I'm just saying, so we have the right company, the right group of products. All we have to do is take advantage of what has been given us an opportunity to take advantage of. Again, I really want to promote and stress those weight loss products, because so many of us are overweight. So many of our children and our grandkids and our spouses are overweight. And we got products that are guaranteed to work. They put them together and use them in combination properly. It works. And instead of all the crappy food and junk that we buy and overeating and poisonous food that's making us sicker and weaker, and we got products that cure it. We got a program. So even though we're talking about CBD, but we got so many other products, and if people will take advantage of them, they'll get healthier and they'll get better, brother.
Okay. Well, I took a look at the weight loss products, because I was looking at the powdered drink mix that you make. Yeah, I think they got chocolate and vanilla, and I didn't know they were weight loss products, and I was, because I love shakes, and I said, oh man, they got shakes. I'm going to get some of that. So I said, well, let me read up on it first. And I went to read up, and I said, oh, no, I can't be dealing with no losing no weight. We don't need none of that going on here. But there are people
who
do.
And you won't lose weight unless, you need to. Again, the products, depending on how you eat it and how you take them, you can use them as meal substitutes, or you can use them as meal, not just replacements, but you can use them as supplements to get the proper nutrition in your body, and just eat your regular meals, so you're not going to lose any weight.
Well, that's what I was thinking about, but I got to go back and reread that because I was looking at it. It
has so much nutrition in it. Those products have so much nutrition, and that's what we see. The United States, we are the most overfed country on planet Earth, but we have horrible nutrition. Okay, we get lots and lots of calories, but we don't get much nutrition. And so we got products that will give you tons of nutrition, and you can still eat your meals. You'll find some people will find that they won't eat as bad. They'll still, they won't have those same kind of hunger pains. And other people say, I eat really good, but I want more nutrition. I want to build muscle. I want to do well. We got the products will work for that. Again, depending on how you use it, it's just that they are good nutrition and they can replace meals, or they can be a supplement to what you are eating now, and just give you better nutrition. And better nutrition gives your body better raw materials to build a better body. Did that make sense, brother?
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is if a person wanted to use that as a weight loss product, they simply get up and use that instead of eating what they would normally eat, that because that is a meal in itself.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Because I was like, sometimes I only eat once a day anyway, sometimes. But here lately I've been eating more than once a day. I've been burning off a lot of mental energy. But I think I'm going to go back and get some of that chocolate and bringing it here because I already know ain't no food in the grocery store. So anytime I'm eating something, I'm going to put my moringa powder and go, my other little stuff that I do. But that is excellent. I would like to have all the nutrition that comes with that shake. So I'm going to go back and reread the label, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get some of that and use some of that along with my meals and stuff. We're down to the last couple of minutes, Dr. Chism. In closing, what do you want to give us?
Well, brother, you've given me an opportunity to share, with our family, because I feel that we're family. And for those, again, my number, you can call me personally at area code 918-780-7867. I'm here. We're all family. We're not just business partners. We're family. And the whole thing is we're looking for people to work with. We're not looking. I'm not looking for employees. I'm not looking for people to control. I'm looking for people who want to be free. I'm looking for people who have had it being controlled by the matrix, and the matrix ain't doing nothing for them but holding them back. We can unplug from the system and build our own system. And Mr. Stewart, who built this company, has given us that opportunity. And so for those of you who are ready to unplug from the matrix, not everybody is. I ain't ready to leave the plantation yet. That's cool. You do you. But for the ones that are ready, Brother Tarhaka and me, we're here for you, because the reality is the more money you make, the more money we make, and the more we can help each other. So for the ones who are ready to unplug, we're ready to help you unplug. Thanks, brother.
Well, Dr. Chism, I'm certainly glad you came on for us to put this information out there for the new people as well as people that are already in our network, to let them know this thing is real, and they really need to get cracking on that. And just go all in with this one, because this is it. The timing is right. The government has already lifted the ban on the product it's made out of. We got the best company handling the best product that money can buy. The sales and marketing opportunity is spectacular. It's patented, and this is it. And I'm glad that you came on to be a guest on the show. And I'm going to go ahead and close down, and I'll be sending you a copy of the video when I convert it, and I'll throw it up on YouTube. But I thank you for being in, and you have a good night, my brother.
Good night, brother. I appreciate you. You take care.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. CTFO, how to make money with CTFO. We covered all the bases. You got all the ins and outs, testimonies, all that. I've been your host, and until next time, y'all have a good night, okay? Peace, everybody.